From Arkansas's #1 trusted source for weather. This is a severe weather alert.
Alrighty, good afternoon, Arkansas. This is Chief Forecaster Cameron back here once again, here to give you guys tornado warning coverage in Drew County at this current time. So bear with me for just a little bit here. This thing came out of left field. So we're going to get Roku and everything else set up. My team, if y'all could let me know that we're live on Facebook and on YouTube. Double check me real quickly here. I'm not sure if we are. It looks like we are live on Facebook. Double check me on YouTube as well here. So we've got a tornado warning that is in place right now that is going to go forward just south of the Monticello area here over here in Drew County. It's going to go until 5:30 this evening here. So tornado warning in place, severe thunderstorm. Producing a tornado was located near Monticello, moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. This is going to be for the potential of a tornado and quarter-size hail here. So this is going to go from Monticello, Green Hill, Perry Grove, Jerome, over towards New Hope and Drew County, the Collins area, and Lacey here. So we're good on YouTube. We're good on Facebook. Give me just a bit, and I will get us live on Roku as well. If one of my guys, if y'all could do me a big favor and drop that link for those that are watching this, that way they can go download our weather app. That's going to be for Android and the iPhone. So give me just a minute, guys. Let me double check and make sure my switch is over on Roku coming up here in just a second, and we should be good to go here. So this is kind of, like I said, kind of a left fielder here. Wasn't expecting this to happen today, and we got ourselves a tornado warning in place there, guys. So let me go ahead and switch this over on Roku. So for those that are going to be watching on Roku, give me just a little bit. It should switch over to the tornado warning coverage, and we should be good to go here, guys. All right, so now we're officially set. I think we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and we're good to go. Let me go ahead and get Roku up. Roku, I'm keeping an eye on. It should switch over coming up here in just a second. But for right now, for those that are tuning in, this is going to be for our folks just south of the Monticello area here. So if you know anyone in these areas, make sure that they're taking their tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as physically possible here, guys. Okay, so bear with me for just a little bit here. We've got the Stuttgart camera that's looking south right now here. I'll have to get that set up coming up here in just a little bit. So Roku should be switching over coming up here in just a second. And now we're pretty much set and ready to go here. So those that are watching this right now, if y'all could do me a big favor, especially on Facebook, share this live stream. We had a big problem the other night. Had a lot of people come at us to say that we weren't live covering tornado warnings and stuff like that. It's because Facebook limits what you see here, okay? So please, please, please make sure that you're getting this information out to those in this area here. So let's go over to your rotation strength. This is going to be just south of Monticello, moving southeast, roughly right around 30 miles per hour here. So we're going to put a track on this storm here, and we're going to take it to the southeast. Anyone that's traveling right now on Highway 165, excuse me, need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. When we talk about that, that's getting to that lowest center part of your home, putting as many walls between yourself and the outside as physically possible here. So this is going to be south of downtown Monticello here. So if you're in Monticello right now, especially south of town, you need to be getting into your safe spots immediately here. Anyone, like I said before, that is traveling, looks like that's going to be right along 65 here. That's going to be south of Monticello. Anyone that's traveling on 83, that's going to be 65 over here. This is also going to be, let me double check. Yeah, that's Highway 165 and 65. The area of rotation right now is on Highway 83, which is south of Monticello. So if you know anyone in these areas, make sure that they're getting into their safe spots now. Get away from windows. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as physically possible here, guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, give me just a bit. I've got to get over to our Stuttgart camera coming up. And let me switch this over to our southern view. So if you give me just a minute, let me see if I can get this to move over to look just south here. So you're not going to see the entire thing, but it looks like you've got a pretty good structure on that southern view from the Stuttgart area here. So you're able to kind of see from this perspective here. But like I said before, anyone in the Jerome area, Montrose, over towards the Portland area, you need to be taking your tornado precautions now. Get away from windows, put as many walls between you and the outside as physically possible here. So let me double check and make sure. Yep, we're live on YouTube. We got notifications sent out. Fair reminder, like I said before, we do have the Android side of the things, side of our app out now. So go and make sure that you download that app so that way you guys stay alerted on what's going on whenever we have severe weather, etc. here. So I'm going to do this. We're going to go over to our rotation detection real quickly here, and that's going to be just south of Monticello, right there on Highway 83. I'm going to pull up some county roads here. So let's get a little bit more specific here. That's going to be right on New Light Road. That is south of downtown Monticello here. This area of circulation is moving to the south and east here. So anyone that is traveling right now that's south of Collins, that's going to be to the west and northwest of the Jerome community, southwest of the community of Dermont, need to be taking your tornado precautions now. Like I said before, I know this was just kind of like a left field. Wasn't really expecting this to be a big tornado day here. Still not expecting it, but this is what we call a mesoscale accident. You have one cell that tapped into a boundary that was nearby, started rotating, and the tornado warning went out here, guys. Okay, so Jerome, the Montrose area, Highway 82. I would watch this circulation very closely here. This is not a day that we're expecting these monster EF3 plus tornadoes here, but if you get the right conditions to happen, you can get a localized tornado threat. So my folks just west of the Collins area, south of Monticello, to the north and east of the community of Lacey, and also to the north and east of the community of Fountain Hill, you need to be taking your tornado precautions now. Those that are watching this right now from Lake Village, Jerome, the Montrose area, Portland, give those folks a heads up. Like I said before, we have a lot of people that, will say if it's not Central Arkansas, I'm not worried about it. These folks out here in Southeast Arkansas are just as important. So make sure that they're getting this information here. I know, like I said before, this is outside of the metro area and everything like that. These folks are just as important as everybody else in the state. So make sure that they're getting this information as well here. So let's zoom out, kind of put some minds at ease real quickly here. You got this tornado warning down here in Southeast Arkansas. You've got a flooding situation over here in Mena, over here in Western Arkansas. But everybody else to the north and to the east, you're good to go. Folks that are going to be tuning in from Little Rock or Jonesboro, anywhere else, you're going to be good to go, I promise. But right now, we're just keeping an eye on the western part of the state, specifically keeping an eye on Southeast Arkansas, where that tornado warning is in place until 5:30 this evening here, guys. Okay, so nothing on MBOT right now. We've got our moderators here. Looks like we're going to be good to go right now here. So let me double check a couple of things here. Looks like we should be good right now. So let me see here. Heidi, keep me updated if you hear anything. I don't see anything on radar right now that screams that this thing's on the ground, doing damage, etc. But you still want to treat it as if it was. You still want to take this very seriously here, especially for my folks in the Monticello area, Collins, Dermont, south and west, of the community of McGee at this current time. So let's take a look at your rotation strength here. And like I said before, pretty weak rotation. This is not standing out as this thing is producing a monster EF3 tornado or anything like that. But I do want to urge caution because I don't know if you guys have heard the Highfield, which is in northwest Arkansas, by the way. They had a tornado the other night when we were covering during the overnight hours. Similar situation, storm got going, mesoscale accident, and that's what triggered the tornado that touched down and did the significant damage up there. So you never want to be a situation where if it's radar indicated that you don't take it seriously, because this thing can easily drop a tornado, do damage, and then it's back up once again here, guys. Okay, so Collins, south of Monticello, east and northeast of Lacey, and west and northwest of the Jerome community, and also Montrose. Anyone that's traveling right now on 82, also that's going to be Highway 165 over here. I would definitely keep an eye on the storm here as it continues to move to the south and east here. Thank you, Heidi, for letting me know about that. She's not seeing anything on our debris detection, which is our what we call CC, or correlation coefficient. Basically, we don't see anything that's being, any debris being lofted up in the atmosphere or anything like that, which is great news. But we still have to treat this seriously here, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's take a look. There's your new track. I'm going to go ahead and continue to move it all towards the south and east here. So Jerome's coming at you at about 5:35, which gives you roughly about, if this thing were to hold on, that gives you roughly about 25 minutes. I know some are going to say 30 minutes, but you also got to include the time to get home. You know, this is right around 5 o'clock, so folks are getting off of work, etc. They're traveling. I would roughly give you about 25 minutes to get into that safe spot or get into a sturdy shelter if you're traveling. Same thing for the Montrose area. Right around 5:43, I would put you right around 5:35, 5:40 for this tornadic storm to move into that area if the rotation continues at this current time. So the good news is, like I said before, this is not a situation where, you know, you see this monster rotation, this monster debris ball on the radar. You don't see none of that. But what we do see is broad rotation that could produce a tornado at any given moment. Another thing that I'm concerned about, and the reason why we're pushing our SkyCam project in southeast Arkansas, do you see that purple? That's pretty much from Fountain Hill all the way up to Dermont, all the way up to Arkansas City. Well, your problem is this is getting out of Little Rock's radar, and it's going into Jackson's radar here. So this is what we call a radar loss zone down here in southeast Arkansas. So you're not going to get the best radar data if you're looking at this on a cell phone, or, you know, you're a weather enthusiast, you're trying to figure out what's going on. You're not going to get the best data from this, guys. Okay, so we'll have to keep an eye on it here. But right now, this is going to be to the west and southwest of the community of Collins. This is south and east of Monticello. So if you're watching this right now in Monticello, I promise you the tornadic part of this storm has moved to your south and east here. I know sirens are probably going off, etc. This tornadic storm is to your south and east at this current time here. Okay, community of Lacey, this is to your east. Community of Jerome, this is going to be to your west and to the northwest here. So if I'm in Jerome right now, watch this on Highway 165, or you're traveling on 82 right now, I would definitely be getting into your safe spot immediately here. So those that are tuning in, by the way, like I said before, this is kind of like left field. We weren't expecting a tornado threat today. We didn't have anything from Storm Prediction Center. But this is why we're always here. We're always set up, ready to go, just in case we get one of these left field tornado warnings here. And that's exactly what happened today. So let me double check a couple of things here. Okay, so looks like we're good to go in terms of any reports. Heidi, keep me updated on that. I haven't heard anything, but we'll have to keep an eye on it here, guys. Okay, so this is a situation where a boundary interacted with this storm. It got going. It's showing that mesocyclone here. It's moving to the south and east. Right now, like I said before, I haven't heard anything about this being on the ground, doing damage or anything like that. But if I'm on Highway 82 right now or traveling on Highway 165, I would definitely be getting into your safe spots immediately at this current time here. So, like I mentioned before, I don't know why we're struggling so much on Facebook in terms of getting people to watch the live stream, something like that. I think what's going on is Facebook is limiting how many people we're getting on there. So if y'all could do me a big favor, push this live stream out, okay? Like I said before, we don't cover just Little Rock or Central Arkansas or anything like that. These folks down here in Southeast Arkansas really need this information, guys, okay? So all you got to do is hit that share button. I promise you, it doesn't cost you a penny to get this live stream out, especially my folks down here in Southeast Arkansas, where you don't get a lot of weather information, you don't get a lot of data down here in far Southeast Arkansas. So we're going to watch this. There's along Highway 82, also just to the west of Highway 165. Portland, in the Jerome area, you need to be taking your tornado precautions now. Get away from windows. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as physically possible here, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to zoom this down. And right now, it looks like it's going to be just southwest of the community of Collins. I have a problem with this. It's because, like I said before, this is getting out of Little Rock's radar jurisdiction. As you can see, you see that purple that you're looking on radar right now? You see all that purple right here? That is right on the edge of Little Rock's radar. So you're transitioning from Little Rock's radar to Jackson's radar here. So you're kind of in between two radars down here in southeast Arkansas. So if this thing produces a tornado or the rotation gets stronger, we won't know until it gets a little bit closer to the Lake Village area here, because that's getting a little closer to the Jackson's radar. So what I can do for just a bit is I can switch this temporarily over to Jackson's radar to see if we get a better visual. And like I said before, this is just now coming into the Jackson's radar here, so you're not going to get the best visual on this. That's why anyone in the Jerome area, anyone in the Montrose area, make sure that they're getting this information, guys. Okay, if you're watching this in Little Rock, or you're watching this in Fayetteville, Jonesboro, anywhere else, do us a big favor and share this live stream. Tag somebody that might happen to be down here for business, or if you got family or friends down here, tag them. Make sure they get this information, guys. Just because it's Southeast Arkansas doesn't mean we need to ignore them. So that's going to be Jerome, the Montrose area, just to the west and northwest of Lake Village, and just to the north of the Portland area here. So right now, I'm going to have to use Little Rock's radar. Actually, we'll keep it on Jackson because we have a pretty good visual on where that couplet is. It's going to be right there just on Paradise Road, which is just to the west of the community of Collins, and it's moving southeast here. So I'm going to leave it on Jackson's radar. It's not going to give me the best data, but it's better than nothing to tall down here in southeast Arkansas. So right there just south of Highway 35, this is going to be north of Highway 82, and just to the west of Highway 165 as well here. So like I said before, those that are coming in right now, I promise you guys, we're not expecting a tornado to operate today. Okay, this is a situation that, and I'll be honest with you guys, I was literally over here working on the evening forecast and everything like that, just kind of monitoring radar. Tornado warning gets issued, we were live. So this is what we tell you guys all the time, that if a tornado warning gets issued or anything like that, we're always here, and we're always kind of pre-set up just in case something like this were to occur here, guys. Okay, so right now, I haven't heard any reports of this thing producing any damage or on the ground or anything like that via the National Weather Service or anything like that. That's awesome news right now. Let me double check a couple of things, and right now just not really seeing anything. That's great news. But anyone that's watching this right now, especially if you're traveling on 165, you need to be getting into your safe spots immediately here. I'm gonna see if we get lucky enough. I don't think they have one down here, but we're gonna see if we can get lucky enough to get a camera or an RDOT camera in this area here. I don't think they have one, but we're going to see. Nope. And that one, the one they have in Lake Village, is looking to the south. You got one here that's looking north. And that's not going to give you they're not going to give you really a good view of it because that's way down here in Hamburg. So we don't have a good visual. So right now, the only visual we really have is going to be from our Stuttgart camera, courtesy of the University of Arkansas Community College up there in Stuttgart here. So right now, just keeping an eye on this. The tornado warning still remains in effect. Let's see if we got any new information. It's like they still continue it. It's 441. Southern Drew County in southeast Arkansas. Severe thunderstorm kick producing a tornado was located in Monticello, moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. Yeah, I don't see a RDOT camera or anywhere like that we'll be able to get a visual on this. The Stuttgart camera is probably going to be your best shot looking south to see what kind of structure you're looking at. And right now, I don't see anything on the ground. I don't see anything that's producing any damage or anything like that, which is good news. But for those that are watching this, Monticello, you are officially out of that tornado warning polygon, so you should be good to go. I'm not too concerned about Monticello now. As a matter of fact, newest scan, area of rotation has completely moved to the south and east of Monticello, so you're good to go there. But my communities in Jerome and also in the Collins area, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately at this given time here, okay? So let's zoom down. Like I said before, it's going to be County Road 261, Paradise Road, and also County Road 262 as well. This is also going to be County Road 40. This is west and southwest of Collins. So anyone that's watching this right now, this is in Drew County, by the way, going into... Looks like that's going to be going kind of clipping northeastern Ashley County and also northwestern Chico County down here in southeast Arkansas. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on this. Jerome, along Highway 82, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls between yourself and the outside as physically possible here. Elsewhere across state, like so for those that are going to be coming in, we've got strong to severe thunderstorms over here in the Nemena area, the Glenwood area. We've got a flash flood warning over here as well. Keep this in mind. If you're traveling right now, that's 270. That's also Highway 70 over here as well. Nothing tornadic with this activity at this current time. Just a quick check. Northern Arkansas, central, northeast Arkansas, you're good to go. Not much going on in those areas. This is where the concern is right now with the tornado warning. That's going to be to the west and to the southwest of Collins, to the west and northwest of the community of Jerome right now here. So just looking at this right now, the rotation looks pretty broad in nature, which is great news. You don't want this thing producing a tornado or anything like that. But right now, we're still going to have to keep an eye on it here. Right now, I'm not seeing anything on debris detection, which is great news. Let's take a look at our rotation strength. Still pretty weak rotation. Like I said, not downplaying this tornado warning by any stretch. But right now, it just looks like we don't have anything that is confirmed or doing damage or anything like that, which is amazing news. But anyone that's watching this right now, I would say in particular on County Road 40, that's going to be Peterson area. That's going to be, let's see, that's going to be Austin Jones Road, County Road 32. There's Community of Jerome. That's Highway 165. That's Highway 82. This is going to be just to the west of Highway 65 as well. Let's also take a look at a couple more things here real quick. And this is also going to be, let's take a look at your hail size real quickly here. Right now, not seeing anything that stands out hail-wise. Let's take a look at your damaging wind threat. Upwards to 60 miles per hour. So the biggest thing is, regardless if this thing produces a tornado or not, this is still a strong thunderstorm that will be capable of producing 60 mile per hour winds at this current time here. So right now, like I said, just broad rotation, nothing really standing out, which is great news. You don't want this thing producing a tornado or anything like that. I'm going to move it to the southeast a little bit more, about 30 miles per hour here. So it's going to be moving into Lake Village coming up at about 6 o'clock this evening. I'm going to go ahead and pull up our rotation tracker real quickly here. And that's going to be, let me do this real quick, not that. That's going to be right here. Alright, so that's going to be where that area of rotation is right now. I've got a track on it. Like I said, forward to the community of Jerome. Looks like it's going to go just to the north and east, the community of Montrose. It's going to go over Lake Village as well here. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. Those in the area, make sure that they're taking their tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as physically possible here, guys. Okay, so give me just a minute. There we go. So right now, this is pretty much it across the state here. Outside of that, that's pretty much it. So let me double check. Heidi, if you let me know if you hear anything. Right now, I haven't seen anything in terms of like this thing being on the ground, not having any reports or anything like that. So it's good news. Looks like we're just, like I said, there's no reports coming from the bot, so we're good. So right now, we're just kind of holding tight, see what the National Service is going to do with this tornado warning. It's still in effect until 5:30 here. So the newest information, tornado warning, remains in effect until 5:30 this evening for southeastern Drew County. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 9 miles southeast of Monticello, moving southeast at 25 miles per hour now. This is going to include Monticello, the Jerome area, and also Collins. Biggest thing is, especially with it being 5 o'clock, folks that are traveling right now on, that's going to be 82, Highway 165. Make sure that they're getting into their safe spots immediately. And when we talk about that, if you're traveling, especially right now with it being 5 o'clock, find a gas station, grocery store, just something nearby to make sure that they're getting into their safe spots immediately right now here, guys. Okay, so other than that, at this point, I haven't seen anything that is like screaming to me that this thing is on the ground doing damage or anything like that, which is amazing news. You still got to treat this as if it were. Obviously, it's just to the south and west of the community of Collins, and to the west and to the northwest of community of Jerome. So let me do this. Let me take this off. Let's zoom down so that way you guys kind of get a visual here. Let me go ahead and kind of tilt this as well. So there's tornado warning in place. Let's go ahead and take a look at your rotation strength here, guys. And right now, just not really seeing anything that this thing is like on the ground doing damage, which is amazing news. But I would still, if you know anyone in this area, just to be on the precaution, make sure that they're seeking shelter immediately here. But right now, just looking at our rotation strength, just not really seeing this thing producing any kind of significant damage in this area here, or this thing on the ground. I think it's just warned because it's near a boundary that's near a place, and it's been showing signs of rotation here. So let's take a look at it. Last couple of scans here, and you can see it as it was coming out from near the Monticello areas, moving southeast here. So just to the southwest of Collins, I wouldn't be surprised if there were some sort of kind of base or mesocyclone that's looks like it's rotating, but hasn't really connected to the ground here. So anyone in the Jerome area, anyone that's traveling right now, Highway 165, definitely need to be seeking shelter immediately at this point. Okay, so let me double check a couple of things. Looks like we're good to go there. Let me see if we've got anything. Nothing in the reports right now, which is amazing news. Not really seeing anything right now Let me double check a couple of things here. Looks like we're good. So, let me see here. Okay, alright. Right now, haven't heard anything. Let me see. Looks like we're good. Okay, so, just looking at it right now here, I'm going to double check a couple of things here, because I know there's a Hascam nearby over here. So, let me see something real quick. And I wonder if there's a camera nearby. I think there was one near Lake Village that's looking to the northwest. So let me see real quickly here. So this was from Monticello in the inbox. So yeah, thank you so much, Heidi. Looks like, just based off what I've seen so far, looks like that is a looks like it has what we call a mesocyclone. Looks like it may have tried to produce a funnel cloud. I wouldn't be shocked if it tried to. Looking at this from the Greenville camera here, courtesy of North Mississippi Storm Chasers, right now looks like there is a base. Looks like we don't have anything on the ground or anything like that, but it looks like there is a what we call a mesocyclone or a base that's warranted of this tornado warning here. Looks like tornado warning just got dropped. Looks like it just got dropped. So let's take a look at that real quickly here. And let me see here. Yep, the tornado warning has officially been dropped per the National Weather Service here. So let me double check that real quickly here. So yeah, the tornado warning for southeastern Drew County has been canceled. Tornado threat has diminished. Tornado warning has been canceled. However, large hail and damaging winds will remain likely, and a severe thunderstorm warning remains in place for the area here. So tornado warning's been dropped. Let me double check a couple of things, make sure we're good. I think we're good here, guys. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to continue to monitor this storm. We're going to have radar updates on the page, but the tornado warning per the National Weather Service has been dropped for Drew County. Here is now a severe thunderstorm warning here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put this on a national view here, guys, so you guys can see what's going on. My folks that are watching this in central Arkansas or northeast Arkansas, northern Arkansas, go about with your evening. You're going to be good to go. You got some storms out in western Arkansas that's prompting some flood warnings over there. Be careful if you're traveling on 270 this evening for the potential of flooding. We've had a couple of videos come out from the Hot Springs area earlier on that did show that flooding potential earlier on. Also, like I said before, we've got that severe thunderstorm warning in Drew County. That tornado threat has diminished, and we are good to go, guys. Okay, so with that being said, we are going to switch it back over to our 24/7 coverage on YouTube, Roku, and Fire TV. As a reminder, we have a mobile app for Android and iPhone. Please go download it, guys. It will give you instant notifications for any Facebook, YouTube posts. It will also give you guys forecasts, anything, current conditions, and all that. And also, you can follow along with radar as well, guys. Okay, so with that being said, that's all I got for you guys this evening, and we'll continue to keep you guys updated right here, your source for all things Arkansas weather. Thank you so much for watching this video. As a quick reminder, please support our sponsors. They make Arkansas Weather Watchers go 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. And also, if you would like to become a SkyCam sponsor, please contact us at info@arkansasweatherwatchers.org.